out a way to pick it up and try to have some success from the left side.
Striding to the plate now for Oakland, Yuri Ruiz. Off the mark there, and we're underway.
First pitch, 7-10.
Kicks and deals.
Ball, that's inside.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. And here it comes. Swings through that one for strike 2.
That's a really big swing right there. He's got to remember, with this speed, a walk or a single can turn into extra bases by stealing a base or two.
That one down the line, and foul ball. Back up the middle and a base hit.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Ryan Noda.
Number 49 up next for the A's. And that one is lifted in the air. Straw has a beat on it. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Batting third, the designated hitter, Brent Rooker.
Brent Rooker up next for the A's. Savali with a move to first. Ruiz back in on a dive. In there, and it's 0-1. Swing and a miss. And the 0-2 stays alive. Next offering is down low.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself into scoring position. Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Guys become defensive, and all of a sudden, for the hitter, that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
And the right-hander deals.
That's a ball.
And that one just missed off the outside edge. Ruiz leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Inside, and it hit him.
He's got first.
Well, it's safe to say he won't be getting invited to the charity golf tournament this offseason.
Now it's Chase Peterson. First pitch, not close. Two outs, couple of base runners at first and second. Next pitch misses, and that's ball 2.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on, 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
And that one off the outside edge. Aledmys Diaz next to bat for the A's. And that'll load the bases.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Boog. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
2 outs, bases full. Aledmys Diaz now. Pitch misses inside, and that is ball 1. Right-hander kicks, deals. Just missed.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in a run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
Good hitters count the 2-0. That clips the inside corner for a strike.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
Misses off the plate. 3 balls and a strike.
Boog, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
That one is absolutely belted. Back there. It's gone. Grand slam. That's got to feel good. And they take the lead. It's 4-0. So 2 down. Ramon Laureano up next for the A's. In there for strike 1.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out, get as much as you can, give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
They say you win.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Now this is in the air down the line. Brennan on the move to his left, grabs it on the run, and that ends the inning. But the damage was done right here as you get another look at the grand slam home run as the A's are on top. Back here in Cleveland, and starting in this one, Luis Medina. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, you know, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel. Difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. Stephen Kwan, pretty active on the bases, and not surprising, his favorite players growing up were 2 really good base runners, Ichiro Suzuki and Dave Roberts. The 0-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one the other way. Makes the catch for the out.
Batting second, the shortstop, Ahmed.
And now it's Ahmed Rosario. On a line, base hit. One down. And now the veteran third baseman, Jose Ramirez. Swing and a ball popped up, and that'll fall for a base hit. Into third now. So runners at the corners and 1 out.
Well, those kind of lucky soft hits will always make you smile. With the way defenders track down balls these days, I mean, both from the infield and in the outfield, there really aren't a lot of base hits on balls hit like that. But there's always a little room back behind the first and second baseman to drop a lawn dart in there, and he found a way. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
Now
Nope,
1-1. And there's a ball.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
The 2-1. That one fouled off. Two on, one out. Left field. Brown moving back for this one. And makes the grab. Runner tagging from third.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done.
Man at first. And now the switch hitting first baseman Josh Bell.
Bell.
On the ground to the left. Slings it across. That's the inning. They get a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Second inning coming up from Progressive Field. It's the Athletics 4 and the Guardians 1. Top of the second. Here's the veteran second baseman, Tony Kemp.
Tony Kemp.
Savali back to work. And that's too high.
Counts 1-0.
The 1-1. And that one cutting but missing down low. Here's the 2-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The 2-2. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him. And, you know, the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact. But that one right there did a whole lot more than that. That was a really good pitch.
Righty delivers. That one
2 balls,
missed.
no strikes.
Gary Simmons has the plate duty in this one.
Well, with Simmons, it's not always your standard strike zone, Boog. It kind of gives a little extra in some parts of the zone and then can be tighter in others. But I think the important thing is he doesn't get labeled as inconsistent. So you got to stay ready up there.
There's a strike. Now 2-1. Yeah, one of those umpires, you just have to know what to expect, right?
Exactly.
Up the middle. 2 up, 2 down to the top of the second.
The center fielder, number 1,
Esteury Ruiz. Up next for the A's. He's 1 for 1, led off the game with a single. And first offering is fouled off. Out in front, rip foul. Next pitch just misses. And the count 1-2. In the air, fairly deep to right field. And that is that. Nothing doing there for the A's as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Bottom of the second. Now it's the second baseman, Andres Jimenez.
The second baseman, Andres Jimenez.
Here comes a pitch. That one's in there. Strike one. The wide to kick the pitch.
1 ball.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Next one is off the plate, and the count is 2-2.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
The other way, makes the catch, one down.
Batting seven, the right fielder,
Will Brennan digs in for the Guardians. And that's in there for strike one. The wind and the pitch. Way inside, and that hit him.
Well, his curveball isn't really considered his best pitch, at least in terms of command. It's kind of more of a show me to have the hitter thinking about something else. I wonder if he'll keep going back to it after missing so badly, though.
Miles Straw at the plate and takes high there. Brennan leads off first with one away. Broken bat, and it's popped up. Stretches out and hauls it in.
Batting ninth, the catcher, Naylor.
Man at first, and up next for Cleveland, Bo Naylor. Looking for his first big league hit right here.
Ball one.
That's a little bit low. Trying to pick up his first knock in the big leagues. Medina picks over, and he's back in there. The pitch. In for a strike, and 1-1.
Ball, 1 strike.
And now 2-2.
Really good
2
take,
balls,
especially with
2
2 strikes.
Next pitch in the dirt. Counts full, 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left. We played 2 full. It's the Athletics 4 and the Guardians 1. Back now at Progressive Field. Now the number 2 hitter, number 49.
Ryan Noda.
The right-hander back to work. Ball one
1-0.
there. And there's a foul ball. Swings and misses.
1 ball,
And a count
2
1-2.
strikes.
The pitch. Swings and misses. And there's one away.
That right there is one of those breaking balls that you swing through and you feel like you should have done something with it or at least spoiled it away. But when it's breaking in on you like that, if the spin is tight enough, it can actually tie you up.
Rooker takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. One down, base is empty. And another ball. They say it went.
2-2 the count.
And look out. That one gets him.
Right
The second man he's plunked in this one.
It's kind of funny. Players tend to run to first base a lot quicker after getting hit by a curveball compared to a fastball.
Brown.
Brown stands in here, takes ball one low. Next offering is in for a strike.
1-1.
The pitch. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Calls it in, 2 away.
The third baseman, number 6,
Jace Peterson will hit next. He walked and came around to score his first time up. That one misses, and that's ball one.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
The 1-0. And that one fouled off. One now. And that one wrapped foul. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out. The A's strand one, but they lead it 4-1. And welcome back. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the Cleveland leadoff hitter, Stephen Kwan. And a pitch. And that's through there for a strike. Stephen Kwan is making a name for himself. He won the College World Series playing at Oregon State. He played along with Adley Rutschman and Nick Madrigal, and he took home a Gold Glove his first year in the majors, 2022.
I want to talk about a guy who makes great.
Now the tag at second, and he's out, trying for 2.
The shortstop, Ahmed Rosario.
And now the shortstop, Ahmed Rosario. Ball one, no strikes. Yeah, Singy, he went 116 pitches before his first swing and miss in the majors. Amazing. And now 2-0.
2-0.
The 2-0 is in for a strike. The pitch. Ground ball up the middle. Diaz on the run, throw to first. There to beat him by an eyelash.
Knew he had to hurry after that nice forehand grab, and he did. He couldn't have transferred the ball from his glove to his hand and released that throw any better than he did right there.
Now it's Jose Ramirez. 1 for 1 with a single so far. First
Count
offering
1-0.
misses badly for ball one. Ramirez hitting third in the lineup, and he took home the Silver Slugger last year in the American League. The 1-0. Good
That's
eye
ball
right
2.
there.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Makes the catch, and that's the third out. Nothing doing for the Guardians there, and they trail it 4-1. Back here at the ballpark, and the batter will be the shortstop, Aledmys Diaz.
Aledmys Diaz.
The pitch. You and I got a chance to broadcast the 2019 All-Star Game, and the city of Cleveland did such a great job. I felt like wherever you turned, there was some type of ad for the All-Star Game, a face of one of the players playing in the game. I thought the city overall supported the event really well. And that one hammered. That's back. Onto the home run porch and left, gone. His second home run of the game, and they tack one on the board. It's 5-1. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident. Well, I'm not really sure how he kept that fair. When you're out in front on a breaking ball like that, such a good chance that it's going to hook foul, but not this time. He kept the hands moving forward just long enough to sneak it inside that foul pole.
Laureano comes up to hit. In the air, left field. Kwan settles underneath it. Puts it away for the out.
Yeah, and I think the players backed it up from the home run derby and the show that was put on between Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Pete Alonso, and others. It was off the charts. And then the game is always special. When you see the best in baseball, you remember how special this game is. And to be here at this ballpark, I think just was the icing on the cake.
Line drive. And that gets down for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Now
Off the bat, it was headed for the gap all the way. And as a hitter, you love seeing those as you take your first couple of steps out of the box. You know you got some real estate to run on, and such a good feeling. Nice liner into the gap right there.
One gone, runner at first. And here's the catcher, Shea Langoliers. And there's a ball. Kemp, the runner at first, with one gone in the inning. Pitch is in there. And the count 1-1. Cleveland has some action going in their pen. Tim Herron up and throwing. Next offering is fouled back. One and two now. Just misses with that one.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
The 2-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. And the righty deals.
We got a full count.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Righty to the plate. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Tim Herron gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
Next up for the A's, Yuri Ruiz. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. And that one pulled foul. And the 0-1. That one catches the corner for a strike.
2 pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
And the pitch. He goes down looking.
Just locked him up right there for the second out, and that's an at-bat he's probably going to be thinking about for a little while. Didn't pull the trigger. Not how you want to go down in an RBI spot, so now you got to hope your teammate behind you can pick you up.
Number 49 up next for the A's. Line drive, base hit, and he boots it right past his coach, headed for the plate. He scores. It's 6-1.
Now that.
A lot of hitters tell themselves line drive over the infielder's head. That's what I'm trying to do. Just keep that approach simple. And right there, it was perfectly executed. On time with everything and pulled it into the gap nicely.
Brent Rooker up next for the A's. He's 0 for 1. First offering misses the mark. Corners are occupied with 2 down. Next offering is in for a strike. That's inside. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. His 14th of the year, and they add to their lead. It's 9-1.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
So here's Brown at the plate. And there's the strike.
0-1's the count.
Just off the inside edge. Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That one back there and out of here. That'll fire up the dugout. Home run number 5 on the season, and they tack on to their lead. It's 10-1. Singy, that's his 50th career homer.
50 might not sound like a huge number, but it's a nice little milestone that a lot of guys don't get to. Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
Jace Peterson up next for the A's. First pitch just misses. Left-hand batter waits. That one missing inside.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. That one gets down for a hit.
4 hits in a row, and they're really swinging it here. When you flare a ball out behind second base, it's really a tough spot for anyone to get to, and you're never trying to do that as a hitter, but when you do, I tell you what, you're yelling at it the entire way to get down.
Aledmys Diaz now. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Straw raging back towards the wall, and that one is off the wall. The run scores from first, extending their lead. It's 11-1.
Waste no time there. Absolutely blasted that one into the gap, but just didn't have quite enough to clear the wall out there. Maybe a little more elevation under it and it carries over, but that's a swing you'll be happy with every time.
Angel De Los Santos gets the call from the pen. He's pitching on 2 days rest.
De Los Santos.
Here's Ramon Laureano. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Runner leads away at second. High fly ball out towards left field. Way back there. And it's caught just in front of the wall. But they score 7 times to blow this thing open. We're midway in the 4th. It's the A's 11 and the Guardians 1. Here in Cleveland, bottom 4, here's Josh Naylor.
Guardians. The designated
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some guys. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse, go after hitters and get quick outs. Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
So, a man aboard. Next is switch hitting first baseman Josh Bell. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Naylor gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Next offering is in for a strike. And now 1 and
1
2.
ball, 2 strikes.
And now it's 1 and 2. And that's down and away. And now it's 3 and 2.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And that one hops the wall. Naylor around third. Cut off. Now a throw home. And he's in there. And a run comes in to score.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Here's Andres Jimenez. 0 for 1 so far. That's in there. Strike 1. Runner at second. Nobody out. Hit on the ground to the right side. Has some trouble with it. Now he gets it to the pitcher covering the bag. And they do get the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Will Brennan digs in now. Hit by a pitch his first time up. In there, and it's 0-1. And a pitch. Pulls that one foul. One away with a runner at third. Now he can't squeeze it behind the plate, and an excellent job keeping it right there. Takes it in for the out.
The center fielder, number 7, Miles.
And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder, Miles Straw. He popped out to the catcher his first time up.
Boog, this guy's just a tremendously talented center fielder. Gold Glove caliber type out there. Offensively, he can do some things, but also has some streakiness as well. I think the key is just trying to find a way for him to be consistent day in and day out. He saves runs in the outfield, so that's going to buy him more time to work things out at the dish.
Swing and a ball popped up. Base hit and a run in to score.
Well done. Drives in the run. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Bo Naylor at the plate now. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Fastball in for a strike, and it's 0-1. This one in the dirt. To second, pulls him off the bag. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance. The 1-1. Swing and a high fly ball down the left field line, but hooking foul.
Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as he fouls that fastball back.
The 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Third out, and that ends the frame. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the A's 11 and the Guardians 3. Welcome back. Ready now for the 5th inning. Here's Tony Kemp. The wind of the pitch. He was late there. Strike one.
These Athletics, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
Next pitch is popped up. Bell on the move. Hauls it in for the out.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Digging in for Oakland, Shea Langoliers, known for his rocket arm behind the plate.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
Yeah, that's a little bit high. That one finds the corner, and the count even at 1. kicks and fires. And that gets the inside corner for a strike. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Ramirez settles under it, makes the grab, 2 away.
Well, that's a frustrating into the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics, and instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
Ruiz in the box now as he leaves that one up high. The next offering misses. Ball 2. And he deals. Smoked on the ground, a second. Throw to first is in time. And that is that. And 1, 2, 3 go the A's. But still in command, it's 11-3. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now, Stephen Kwan.
The left fielder, Stephen.
Medina back to work. There's a strike.
Well, in an 0-0 count, not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
And it's 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Left-hand hitter waits. Slap the other way, foul.
Pretty impressive. We haven't seen that pitch from him much, but he's got a really good feel when he throws it.
That misses, and the count is even, 2-2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Base hit.
Now batting, shortstop.
So in now for Cleveland, Ahmed Rosario. That's in for a strike. That one missed.
Ball 1.
Swing and a high fly ball to left. Brown under it. And it's caught for the out.
Up next for Cleveland, the third baseman, Jose.
Here's Jose Ramirez. 1 for 2. You know, Singy, Jose Ramirez signed that big extension, a 5-year, $124 million contract before the 2022 season. But right before that happened, the Guardians came this close to trading him. The 0-1, right side. They get 1.
Out.
Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 5 innings complete. It's the A's 11 and the Guardians 3. Number 4 up next for the A's.
The first baseman, Ryan Noda.
The wind of the pitch. De Los Santos, a 6'3" righty. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, And he works in a changeup. That one out to right. Brennan drifts towards it. Hauls it in for the out. Here's a big power threat. Brent Rooker. He's already homered here in this one. That one's in there, 0-1. And that's outside. And a pitch. And that's a little bit high. 2-2. Check swing, no appeal.
Oh, this guy's going to have to slow things down. There's no reason for him to even check swing on that pitch. It was never even close.
And it's ball 4. He missed down low.
Speaking of walks, did you see anything special during your walk into the ballpark today? I know you like to take in all the surroundings.
I just love interacting with the people. It's just fun to connect. I mean, as I was headed up to the booth, one guy shouted at me, "Make sure to say hi to Kenny." That one to first. They get one. Diving stop at first. They get the out, and that'll do it. And now it's Josh Naylor. Naylor, 25 years old, and he was born in Canada.
Josh Naylor.
The wind and the pitch.
Hey!
Well, they say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike one. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives you a little bit more confidence to move through the at-bat.
Here comes the 0-1. And a foul ball left side. The next pitch misses. And the count 1-2. Bullpen activity starting up now. Number 40 is loosening up. This would be his first appearance for the club. Fouls it off, still 1-2. And here it comes. On the ground to first. He handles it himself. One away, bottom of the 6th.
The first baseman, number 9, Josh Bell.
Here's Josh Bell. That one a little bit high. Ball 1. And another ball.
2 balls, no strike.
And the right-hander deals. And he pumps it a strike. That one ripped right center field. Ruiz going back on this one. And it slams off the bottom of the wall. In safely with a double, his second of the day.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
And stepping in is the speedy Andres Jimenez. Hard hit, left field, base hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with one out.
Now batting, the right fielder,
Will Brennan now at the plate.
Brennan.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. Kicks and deals. Pitch misses outside. 2 balls, no strikes.
Good miss with that changeup away. He needs a ball on the ground for a double play, minimize the potential threat right here. On the hitter's side, nice job of laying off that pitch.
That one misses, and that's ball 3.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
Here's a 3-0. Called strike right there. Bell at third. Jimenez at first. 1 gone. And now a full count.
Great spot to be in right here for the pitcher. He can either strike this guy out or get a ground ball double play.
So now 3-2. Brennan checks his swing. Appeal down to third. No swing. That's ball 4. He walked him.
Just missed there. Ooh. How would you describe your strike zone?
Kind of like a Weeble. Large. Stepping up for the Guardians, Miles Straw. In the air, left side. Brown in position. Puts the squeeze on it. Runner tags for home. So first and second with 2 outs. And next is the Guardians catcher, Bo Naylor, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. In there for strike 1.
0-1.
First and second, 2 down. And now it's even up. And a big swing and a miss.
2 strikes.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Makes the grab on the run. That is the inning. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. We're through 6 full. It's the A's 11 and the Guardians 4. Striding to the plate now for Oakland, Jace Peterson.
Leading off for Oakland, the third baseman, number 6.
The right-hander back to work. Way high.
1-0.
Movement in the bullpen. Nick Sandlin, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Next offering in the dirt, and it's 2-0. On the ground to third. Ramirez sends it to first, and the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
The shortstop, Aledmus Diaz.
And it's Aledmus Diaz. That's a strike. It's 0-1. Down the left field line. Could be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in. And he's got a double. His 4th hit.
Just a really nice job of turning on that pitch and smoking it down the line. And there's no one playing there. So once it drops in fair, you're on your way to extra bases.
Next up for the A's, Ramon Laureano. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
One out and a runner at second. Next offering is in for a strike.
0-2 is the count.
And that's too
1 ball,
high.
2 strikes.
Here's a 1-2. That's smashed towards center. Straw makes the grab. Out number 2.
The batter number 5, second baseman, Tony Kemp.
And here is Tony Kemp. 1 for 3. First offering, and it just misses. Diaz at second with 2 down. And the pitch is in for a strike. And the count 1-1. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Right-handed reliever. Off the mark there. It's 2-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Oh, that fastball drilled him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him.
After all of that, he hits it. Man, I was really enjoying the battle, and I didn't expect it to end like that.
And first offering is fouled off. Righty delivers. Strike 2. Right-hander kicks, deals, misses. Now 1-2. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The 1-2. And down on strikes. And that'll do it. A's strand a couple. They lead it, though, 11-4.
7th inning stretch.
On to pitch now for Oakland, number 40. This is his first appearance of the season.
Now pitching for Oakland.
Here's the Cleveland leadoff hitter, Stephen Kwan.
For the Guardians, the left fielder, Stephen Kwan.
The pitch. Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. Zips it to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, shortstop, Ahmed Rosario.
Now it's the shortstop, Ahmed Rosario. Line drive, base hit. And that's going to roll to the wall. Around first, heading for 2. Now around second, going for third. Not in time. He's safe.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. He didn't smoke that ball, but he didn't have to, man. When you're working the ball gap to gap, there's so much open space out there. So I think that knock was all about his approach and that willingness to just let the ball get deep on it.
Here's the third baseman, Jose Ramirez. Into center. Ruiz gets under it. He's there. He's got it. Runner tags from third. And next is the designated hitter, Josh Naylor.
Josh Naylor.
Swing and a tapper that rolls foul.
He didn't want to give up that run, but he did. Got the fly ball, sac fly out. Now it's time to attack these other guys. Get your team back in the dugout.
And the 0-1. And that's in the
Got a
dirt.
ball, 1 strike.
That one lifted to left. Brown moving under it. And that is that. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the A's 11 and the Guardians 5. The Guardians going with a new pitcher, Nick Sandlin.
Coming on to face a righty here, and he's been fantastic against him this year. His numbers in those matchups are very good.
Here's the center fielder, Esteury Ruiz.
The center fielder, number 1, Esteury Ruiz.
The pitch.
Ball
And
point.
takes low for ball 1. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Ramirez hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
The batter, the first baseman, Ryan Noda.
Digging in for Oakland, number 49. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Movement in the pen for the Guardians. Daniel Norris, a lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. The pitch. And there's a ball. Good eye right there. And a 4-pitch walk.
Take your base.
Definitely lost the handle during that sequence. 4 pitches for the walk, and that last one didn't even threaten the zone. Catcher might want to go talk to him.
Now it's the DH, Brent Rooker. He's already homered in this game. This is again 5 in a
Ball
row.
1, no strikes.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
That one ripped. Fair ball. And that rolls into the corner. Throw cut off, now to the plate. Not in time. He's safe as a run scores.
Picks himself up an RBI. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
1 out, runner at second. Seth Brown up next for the A's. Tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. And no swing, says James Kingsley. And it's even up. And a pitch. Tried to check his swing there. Appeal to third. Did not go. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Here comes a pitch. Fights it off. He'll see another. Next pitch is downstairs. Lifted in the air, right center field. Jimenez settles underneath it. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Yeah, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Striding to the plate now for Oakland, Jace Peterson. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
Sometimes a hitter will go up there and guess, and it's not just pulling something out of the sky, but expecting because of tendencies a certain pitch in a certain location. He just guessed wrong.
At the belt and fires. In the dirt, blocked. Well done behind the dish. Runner at second, 2 down. Pitch misses there. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs. Just off the outside edge. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Man on second, 2 down. Ripped into right field, base hit. Runner holds at third, so even with 2 outs, they didn't risk it. Next up for the A's, Aledmys Diaz. That one misses, and that's ball 1. And the righty deals. There's a strike.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Two on, 2 outs. And the 1-2 misses to even the count. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Two now. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Good job at damage control right there. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the A's 12 and the Guardians 5. Josh Bell at the plate now.
Leading off for the Guardians, the first baseman, Josh Bell.
The pitch. Good eye right there.
Counts 1-0.
Next offering is in for a strike.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
Next pitch is outside, and it's 2-1. That clips a corner. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And now one away.
Well, that splitter out of the hand, it just sort of jumps on you, and your interpretation is here comes a fastball again. Well, it never really reaches because the bottom falls out of it and you swing over the top, and that's why they call it a split finger fastball, because it looks like a four-seamer.
Jimenez in the box now. No balls and a strike. Late swing, foul to the left. High fly ball lifted in the air, right field. Drops into the glove. 2 away now.
Now batting, the right fielder.
So up next, Will Brennan.
Brennan.
First offering misses the mark.
Ball 1, no strikes.
And the pitch. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Just kept it simple, played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there was just no one there to knock it down.
Miles Straw getting ready to hit. First pitch, and he just misses.
Counts 1-0.
Brennan, the runner at first with 2 gone. Next offering misses. Now 2-0. And a swing and a miss. Just missed.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Next offering finds the zone, and the count is full.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
Pretty good spot on the outside, but just couldn't quite clip the zone. That's a stone-cold take.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Bo Naylor.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1. Swings through that one.
2 strikes.
Next one misses. Now 1-2.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
And the pitch. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Left-hand batter waits.
That's ball 2.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. The pitch. That's out to center field. Ruiz settles underneath it, and the inning is over. Guardians strand a couple, and they still trail by 7. 12-5. A new arm into the game, the righty, Eli Morgan.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Now it's the right fielder, Ramon Laureano. The wide to kick the pitch. There's a strike. Morgan measures 5 feet 10 inches. He features a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, a slider, and he occasionally uses a curve. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Straw going back some more. Reaching for it, makes the catch.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun to make.
The second baseman.
Digging in for Oakland, Tony Kemp. Clips the corner, going 1.
0-1's the count.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
That hits the dirt, and the count is 1-2. Upstairs. Next pitch misses, and that's ball 3. In the air, right field. Brennan settles under this one. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Up next for Oakland, the catcher.
2 out, space is empty. Shea Langoliers up next for the A's. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Inside.
And that misses off the outside edge.
If you're the pitcher, you've got to go right at this guy. It's the number 9 hitter in the lineup. You can't be afraid of contact in this situation.
The count 2-1. Ripped on the ground to second. Jimenez throw to first. Third out. Offense held in check there. To the bottom of the 9th we go. Top of the order due up. It's the A's 12 and the Guardians 5. So digging in, Stephen Kwan.
For the Guardians, the left fielder, Stephen Kwan.
The right-hander back to work. And that one is inside ball 1. Slapped foul. Next offering is downstairs. And fouled off. Two. That one just misses.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Righty to the plate. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Gets under it and pops it up. Kemp moving under this one. Makes the grab, one down.
Now batting, shortstop, Ahmed Rosario.
Ahmed Rosario digs in for the Guardians. First pitch just misses. The 1-1 is fouled off. And here it comes. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Laureano pulls it down, and there's two gone.
Now batting, the third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
So they're down to their final out. Jose Ramirez digs in for the Guardians. Strike one.
0-1.
Pitch misses
Ball,
inside, and the count is 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. There's a swing and a drive. Laureano ranging back, and that'll do it. The A's take this one in a blowout.
The ball for his first career save deserves to be on display at his house. I mean, it's kind of like when a restaurant frames its first dollar bill somewhere on a wall. You just can't forget your first save.
12-5 is your final. Oakland victorious. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.